Chapter 37. There's no need for you to be blue. You know I'll always be there for you. You were with him for the longest time, while I waited for you to be mine. Kayvan, stop the hell going back and forth like a fucking trapped animal. It's just a gig, for fuck's sake. It's not a gig, Pom-Pom, it's... Are you ready with the sound check? One of the party organizers came from the kitchen and into the banquet hall, where the band was just about to leave the stage. Yes, we're ready, Kayvan replied. Except that our diva singer decided not to show up, Pom-Pom muttered. She needs to study. She knows the songs anyway. Oh, and we don't? Stop pacing like that. What the hell is wrong with you? Kayvan smiled nervously and told Pom-Pom and the others he was going to sing just before the break. You? What? You're tired of Jenny's voice? Of course not. The song will be for her. Pom-Pom inhaled loudly through his nose, lifted his head and nodded slowly. What do you want to sing? We played it before, Mr. Big's song To Be With You. Are you going to sing that to Jenny? In front of everyone? Kayvan nodded. Pom-Pom whistled slowly. Oh fuck, are you finally pulling your finger out? What's that supposed to mean? It means you've been waiting a long time, man. Kayvan picked up the cables for the amplifier. Is it that obvious? Pom-Pom grinned. As fucking obvious as that pimple on your big arse nose. With blushing cheeks, Kayvan jumped down from the stage. I don't think she's noticed it, though, do you? Of course not. She's been too fucking obsessed with the Stockholmer who thought it was God's gift to women to notice anything at all. With the drumsticks rotating between his fingers, Pom-Pom went to the dressing room after Martin and Jonas. So it's okay then, guys, Kayvan asked again. Will you be ready for it to be with you just before the break? Sure. It's mostly your guitar anyway. Inside the dressing room, Pom-Pom looked at Kayvan with an unusually thoughtful expression on his face. I wonder how Jenny will react. Kayvan began pacing again and didn't stop until Pom-Pom threw a towel at him. They were halfway through the gig. With sweat running down her face, Jenny shouted a thank you to the audience and bowed. Before she had the chance to tell them they were going to have a break, Kayvan got up to the mic. We'll play one more song before the break. Jenny quickly glanced at the song list that she had taped to the stage floor. There was no more song planned before the break. She knew there was not. With the guitar hanging around his neck, Kayvan told the crowd he was dedicating the next song to Jenny. Listen carefully. I mean every word. Hold on, little girl. Show me what is done to you. Stand up, little girl. A broken heart can't be that bad. He turned to Jenny, and his eyes didn't let go of hers for a second during the chorus. I'm the one who wants to be with you. Deep inside I hope you feel it too. When he turned back to the audience, Jenny slowly began to understand that Kayvan was serious. This was not just playing for the gallery, or to the gallery. He sang for her, just for her. Standing on the stage was suddenly magical. The headlights were blinding. It was not possible to see the crowd. You could only see the others on stage, and the only one Jenny saw was Kayvan. He sang about making her happy again, about being the one who would be with her from now on. He stood by the mic with his eyes fixed on her. She could not see his eyes, only the silhouette with his curly hair in the spotlight. At the end of the song, he motioned with his head that she should come closer. Slowly, filled up the music, she walked towards him and stood close to him when he sang to her. Why be alone when we can be together, baby? You can make my life worthwhile. I can make you start to smile. The applause was thundering. The audience felt that this was real. They were witnessing something unique. Jenny leaned forward and kissed Kayvan. They didn't hear, didn't care about the whistles and shouts. They heard nothing other than the beating of their hearts. We'll leave the dressing room as soon as possible so you can have it all to yourselves. Jonas gave Kayvan's shoulder a shove. Jenny and Kayvan were sitting on the edge of the stage with their arms around each other. The party organizers were cleaning up and the other band members had taken care of the instruments and equipment. Jenny and Kayvan just sat on the stage, still surprised that they had suddenly switched from being friends to being a couple. How do you feel? Kayvan moved a strand of hair. It still bothered him that she had cut it so short, away from her still sweaty face. Weird. Bom Bom suddenly appeared in front of them, standing so close their shoes touched his legs. You being together will never work out. Just as nice as always, Kevan pushed him lightly. Bom Bom ignored the push and continued, either the band will go to hell or the two of you will. Everyone knows you can't have lovers in a band. What are we going to do after the gigs now? It's okay to shower with a friend Jenny, right? But how are you going to feel when we all shower with your girl? See what I mean? It just won't work. Jenny was still too stunned to discuss with Pom Pom in her usual way. She didn't even try to come up with a devastating quip. But until all hell breaks loose, Pom Pom patted their knees. Make sure you have a lot of fun. With another slap on their knees, he walked toward the dressing rooms. He is the way he is, Kevan said. There is some truth to it. We've been friends for so long, it feels weird to change that. We don't stop being friends just because, oh, well, in a way we do. She looked closely at his familiar face. But that's okay. We can always try it out. He touched her forehead with his. Jenny, to me, this is not a test. I know what I want. I want you. But I understand that it may take some time for you to really get over Peter. Shh. I don't want to think about him. Not yet. He nodded and hugged her. I can make you start to smile. They waited until everyone had left. It was 3:30 in the morning. Only then did they enter the dressing room. With a strange feeling, they undressed and showered, standing in the showers next to each other. They had done it so many times before, as friends. Tonight, everything was different. The feeling was different. Suddenly, Jenny became aware of her naked body and Kevan's eyes on it. She became aware of his hairy chest and legs, remembered all the taunts the guys in the band had given him, saying he looked like a gorilla. She had never thought of it as anything other than Kevan without clothes. Now, she thought of his nudity as a male body, a body she could see longed for hers. After showering for a few minutes, Kevan turned off his shower and stood next to Jenny under hers. She longed for him. Her longing was strong, almost aching. Somehow, it felt as if she and Kevan, maybe they could end the pain together. If she just gave in. If she just didn't think. They had not planned to, but they ended up having sex for the first time that night, under the sprinkling shower just hours after Kevan's declaration of love. When Kevan saw Jenny's pleasure, when he saw that the grief was gone from her eyes, he couldn't wait any longer. Happiness was total. His happiness disappeared immediately. He heard her scream a name. The name she called was not his.